What would you tell a Catholic student who is struggling with rediscovering their faith?
I think if a student asks me about their faith, what I like about the question is the word rediscover. So I would try to help them remember what did they like growing up, or what did they remember that was really positive. Also, why are they asking the question?
I think I would ask to get to know them a little bit. Tell me a little bit about their time here at DePaul, what's been going on. I think mostly to discover whether this is like a crisis, or is this curiosity, or this feels like a very positive kind of journey for them, or what's behind it.
I would also be very, very clear wherever they're at on their faith journey, God can work and we can work together as a community. So I would definitely be very encouraging about a rediscovery is very different than losing. You know, and St. Thomas Aquinas once said, the opposite of faith is not doubt. The opposite of faith is certitude. And questions are good.
One of the outcomes would be that rediscovering their faith, or discovering their faith or their purpose, is very, very healthy, and it's very appropriate for young adults at this age, because it's a new environment, and this is a good time to start setting a new tone in your life. So I'd be very encouraging, but I'd want to know more.
Who's your favorite saint and why?
I must say, it's taken me a while, but I really do like Vincent de Paul. I didn't know that much about him when I was in college, when I was your age. There wasn't that much. He was just a holy man, and it wasn't until I began to learn about his story and identify with his struggles that I really warmed up to him.
Well, St. Christopher, of course. No. My favorite saint, and I mean this really sincerely, my favorite saint is St. Louise de Marillac. And one of the reasons I enjoy reading her writings, I enjoy her life story. She's a person who really struggled and really suffered, and at the same time had great hope in God, even when things were in their darkest. I read her spiritual writings, and I'd encourage anybody to do that. We have them all in our library, because they were never meant to be read. They were her personal prayer journal. And so you really get an insight into how a real person struggled in faith, but also was consoled in faith. You have little notes where she argued with St. Vincent de Paul, which are fun. But I love St. Louise de Marillac, a mother who was a saint, social worker, and had a really hard life, and yet at the same time transformed that into good. And of course, I love St. Vincent de Paul too. But today, my favorite saint is Louise de Marillac.